Hello my darlings and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be the reading for the 1st until the 7th of December. Oh my gods. Wow, we are in the final stretch of 2025. Let the madness begin. But we made it. There was sometimes this year it was a bit touch and go. Let's be honest here. It was a bit dicey in places, but we have made it. If you have reached this far, thank you so much. Whether you have been following me for a while or you've just discovered this crazy Scottish lady, who am I? I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, deck creator, loads of different things, and I basically fling myself on YouTube once a week at the moment, talking about the weird energies that are going on. So, what deck am I using this week? I am using the ARcanis Animal Tarot. Now, this is a deck that I like to keep. I like to keep it in my desk, actually. It's one of my desk decks. And, try saying that 5 times fast. And it's not the easiest deck to shuffle, because it's like oracle card size and it's a tarot, but there is just something about the images that I really like, and it's clear. It's an animal deck. I just like it. I can't really say further than that. It's a Hay House deck, so it's mass market. If you want to, go and treat yourself to it, it's just really, I just really like it. And the backs are reversible as well, and I've never really seen it, in many places, like online, etc., like on Instagram. There's never really much chatter about it, but I like it. So let's see, what energies have we got? Oh, coming towards us, what to look out for 1st to 7th of December 2025. Let's see. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have got Judgment. Now this is when, there we go, right, this is Judgment. I hope you can see that. It's the difficulty is, right, now is we're in the holiday season, whatever holidays you celebrate at this time of year, because there are lots, and I think there is so much pressure on us, so much external pressure, so much internal pressure to conform to a certain narrative. This, oh, I'm scared to do this because I might be judged, or if I do this, then what will the neighbours think? And if I don't put up decorations, if I do put up decorations, are the decorations too loud? Are they too this? Are they too that? Have I got too much food? Am I buying the food too early? Who's going to judge the size of my trolley in the supermarket, for instance, right? There is so much judgment. What about the presents that I get for kids? What's the right level to spend? Like, oh, I'm not spending as much as that person, blah blah blah. It's continuous, and it is so overwhelming to the point where we just feel so much, right? So that's a shadow energy that is kind of a grounding the energy this week. And what you offer, and I'm more than 100% sure that I've said this before, okay, in this channel, but something that I think needs to be repeated and said until just everybody knows that they heard it, right? Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Okay? How other people perceive you is none of your business. If you're showing up as an authentic, genuine person, and there is people out there who either don't like you, don't want to listen to you, don't want to speak to you, that's fine. Right? That's okay. It's not your job to convince people that you're a great person. you're obviously a great person. If you're here, you're a great person, right? I tend to attract great people. It's a lovely thing. But if you are sitting there thinking, oh, but why does that person not like me? Why does this? Why does that? You know, the impressions that we get is they can be completely wrong because our brains lie to us, right? Remember that. So that's what I want to offer just at the basis of the reading, right? The judgments is like, and once we pass those, once we get past that, we can ascend to a higher level. We can ascend to, maybe it's a different group of people that we are attracting, you know, or maybe we are feeling judged by our peers because it's time to move. Okay, it's time to move on for that particular, you know, maybe network of people that you surround yourself by. It's time to go looking for something else, someone else. And if you just put that out there, you will find it. Right, the universe will find the people for you. So let's get into the cards properly, right? So we have got the Seven of Swords. Okay. We've got Strength. That's better. And we've got the Fool. Okay. So, right away we can see with that Strength and the Fool energy, it really sums up what I was just kind of saying, you know, about going on that journey, going on towards a place that we're no starting something new. And it's like, oh, hold on a minute, Marion, it's December. Why am I starting something new in December? It's the end of the year. Well, okay, it's the end of the calendar year, right? But it's not the end of the astrological year. So, it's not the end of the financial year. So bear that in mind. The Seven of Swords, what that's really kind of coming through is it's the moon in Aquarius, okay? And it's a challenging energy. Okay, and it could show up. This feels very like, and I think especially coming off the back of Scorpio season. And I know I harp on about Scorpio season to the brink or whatever, but the light that's being shone into ourselves, into our lives with the ending in Scorpio season into that fiery energy Sagittarius season, that take action season. The Seven of Swords could have shown us that there are people who are disingenuous or have motives that are not necessarily aligned to ourselves. Okay. It could be, you know, it's like that's traditionally known as a thief's card, right? So do you feel like you've been, you know, something's been stolen from you? If you do, what is it? You know, are you feeling that you need to hide your integrity with regards to something that you believe is important in order to keep the peace in a group of people? Now that could be family. If it's family, it's a bit more difficult. But if it's a friend group, you know, and I think, you know, it's like there's so many times in life that we are friends with people because we've always been friends. And it's important to acknowledge that fact, you know. It's like people are supposed to be in your life to support, to bring happiness, to bring joy. They're there for you to support them. It's a network, but it's a network based on love. And if you're not feeling love for somebody, if you're not feeling compassion for somebody, then you don't want them in your life. Neither you do, right? So it could be that time just to realise that you're stealing the joy for yourself. You know, I often see the Seven of Swords as the thief of joy. So are you doing something to prevent yourself from feeling joyful? The strength card showing up here is really like that kind of reminder to us that in order to go and do something difficult, as in start something new, go to a new place, etc., etc., it means that we are, in order to get here, we need to be strong, we need to show strength. We need to show strength in our convictions. We need to show strength to our peers. We need to show strength to ourselves that we can do it. You know, that there's nothing that we cannot do, and there isn't anything that you cannot do. There is, of course, there are barriers at times, and you know, that whether it's social, whether it's economic, whether it's, you know, gender, etc., etc. There is so many barriers out there, but I truly believe that we can find our way to a version of what we want, and that shows up differently for everybody. You know, just like every tarot deck shows up differently for everybody, but it's something that we can really, you know, we can really look at. And we've all got our own personal battles, and we've all got our own personal journeys. So this week I would say, you know, maybe it's a time just for you to take some time out, go and, you know, go a walk. You know, I heard something today and it was really quite profound, and it was like, if you're sad, just be sad outside, because it's better to be sad outside under the sky than be sad under the ceiling. And I don't know, that just really was profound for me, and it just really made a lot of sense. So if you're feeling a bit sad, then go outside. I don't think I'll go outside right now because it's literally blowing a gale, but you get my point. So we'll pull a card for the Grief Journey Oracle. And thank you so much for all your continued support and your orders. I'm just so blessed and happy and grateful to you all for just basically being there and showing up and helping me and Terry realise this ambition, and help spreading the word of the deck, and more people getting an opportunity to use it and see it. So I'm greatly appreciative. Right, let's see what we got. What energies have we got? Okay, so interesting. We have got retreat. Okay, this is one of the most intense cards in the deck for me personally with regards to colour, and it reminds me of being cocooned in just safety and warmth and in safety. Like, it's kind of like, you know, where you're just kind of under the blankets, you know, and you're just, kind of goes nice with my hair as well, doesn't it? But it's, you know, it's like you take yourself away from the world, you know, and you retreat, and you just give yourself time. Give yourself time, give yourself space, you know, even if it is just like a couple of hours, even half an hour, you know, just try and give yourself that grace, right? Give yourself that moment of ease, and just have a wee coorie in under the blankets, and, you know, have that wee moment to yourself. Okay, my darlings. Let me think. Is there anything I've got to tell you? I am holding a wee meditation class online on Zoom on Wednesday evenings. That would be Wednesday the 3rd. It's like a couple of pounds, couple of dollars, and there's a very small number of tickets because I'm trying it out basically to see if people like it. We're going to be doing some manifestation meditation. There's only like, I think, about 10 people maximum. There's still a few tickets left if it's something you'd be interested in. It is 8 o'clock UK time, and it's 3 PM EST, which I know isn't ideal for my folks overseas, but as I say, I'm just trying it out to see. And with it being Wednesday, it's Mercury's day, so I thought, well, you know, let's just, it was basically like pasta. I'm flinging it against the wall to see if it sticks, if people like it. I'll be pulling cards for folks, like after the meditation. So if you're interested in getting like a wee kind of mini personal reading for me, then think about joining. And if you can't because of time zones, work commitments, etc., then pop a wee comment in the comment box and say to me, and I'll maybe, if it's successful, I'll maybe look and see about holding them in times where it's a bit more easier. Maybe look at like a weekend day or something, or a, you know, like a would be an afternoon for you guys, and let me know. Okay, my darlings, right, that's me for this week. Have a good week. Just don't panic, don't give in to the craziness. Keep showing up for yourself, keep showing up as your authentic self, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye bye.